All right, forget all the high-level theoretical talk about AI. Let's get real. Today, we're heading down to Florida to see how this tech is completely changing the game for a business that's about as hands-on as it gets, a local roofing company.
So, let me ask you this. What's the one single thing that could be costing a roofer in Florida more than 50 grand a year? And no, it's not what you're thinking. It's not tools, it's not materials, not even insurance. It's something way, way simpler.
You ready for this? It's the sound of their own voicemail. Seriously, every single time a potential customer, someone with a major leak or fresh storm damage, gets sent to voicemail instead of talking to a real person, well, that's a huge, high-paying job just vanishing.
And this isn't a small problem, okay? Look at this. When a big storm hits and things get chaotic, studies show that roofers can miss up to 40% of their incoming calls. Just let that sink in. 40%. That's almost half of your new business gone, just because you're up on a roof or driving to the next site.
And each one of those missed calls, it hurts. A lot. I mean, the average roof replacement is a $12,000 job. So you miss just a handful of those a month, and it's not just adding up, it's compounding. By the end of the year, you're looking at a massive amount of lost revenue. It's not a small leak in your profits, it's a full-on flood.
So the big question is, how do you solve a problem that's as old as the telephone itself? The classic too busy to answer the phone dilemma. Well, you bring in a solution that literally never gets busy. It never sleeps. It's built from the ground up to solve this one specific thing.
And that solution is what they're calling an AI sales team. And really, it's just what it sounds like. It's a fully automated system. The best way to think about it is like the perfect office manager, one who answers every single call no matter what, instantly follows up with a text, asks all the right qualifying questions, and then boom, books the appointment right on your calendar. And it does all this 24/7.
Yeah, and this quote from the people who built this system, it really nails it. The goal isn't just to answer the phone. The goal is to capture every single lead, especially when a storm hits, because those are the jobs that can literally make or break your entire month, right? Okay, so what's actually under the hood here? How does this AI team in a box really work? Let's break it down step by step from that first ring to a booked job.
It's all built around this 5-step process called the FAST method. That's for a Florida AI sales system. And what's cool is they don't just dump some software on you and say, good luck. Nah, they actually start by learning your business inside and out. Then they build the AI system just for you. Once it goes live, they're always in the background optimizing it, making it smarter based on real results. And the whole point is to get it working so well that you can scale up. It's a really solid, repeatable playbook.
And believe me, this thing is way more than just a fancy answering machine. It's a whole toolbox of awesome stuff. Yeah, the 24/7 call answering is the main event, but it also automatically chases down old estimates, turning those maybes into actual jobs. It even keeps an eye on the weather forecast and can automatically kick off ad campaigns when a storm's on the way. And get this, it even has something called a brag kit that helps you automatically collect those 5-star reviews. Pretty smart.
This is where it gets crazy. Check out this real-world example. It's 2:47 a.m. A homeowner's got an emergency leak, they're panicking, they call. The AI picks up, it qualifies the lead, gets their info, and books an inspection for 8 a.m. sharp. All of this while the business owner is sound asleep. That is a job that 10 times out of 10 would have been completely lost. Incredible.
Okay, so the system sounds good in theory, but what about the results? Did it actually work? Well, let's dive into the hard data and see what really happened.
The difference is, well, it's night and day. Just look. Before the AI, you've got the typical story. Missing almost half the calls, barely following up, but then, just 90 days later, boom, 0 missed calls, 100% follow-up, and leads coming in 24/7. The entire operation just gets a massive upgrade.
And that efficiency, it's not just a nice to have, it leads to real growth. Take this roofer in Tampa. They were kind of stuck in a rut, booking maybe 12 inspections a month. They turn on the AI, and suddenly that number shoots up to 31. That's almost tripling their business opportunities in just a few months. That's insane.
So you might be wondering, where did all those new jobs come from? Well, this breakdown tells the story perfectly. 8 of them, just from answering the phone every time. 7 more came from the AI digging up old estimates and bringing them back to life. And another 4 were from those automatic storm campaigns. See, it attacks the problem from all sides. And the bottom line, the number that really matters, over $180,000 in new revenue, annually. And here's the kicker, the part that's truly amazing. They did it without spending one more cent on ads. They just finally started capturing all the value from the leads they were already getting.
You know, when you step back, you realize this story is way bigger than just one roofer in Florida. What we're looking at here is basically a blueprint, a model for the future of almost any local service business. This is the future of Main Street, right here.
And one of the big reasons this is catching on so fast is because they've made it totally risk-free for the little guy. They're offering these ironclad guarantees. Like, if you don't get any leads in a month, you don't pay. If the AI messes up, a real person jumps in to fix it. That kind of thing builds a ton of trust and makes it a no-brainer to try.
And really, that's the biggest takeaway here. This isn't just a roofing thing. These exact same ideas, capturing every call, following up instantly, automating the boring stuff, I mean, that works for plumbers, for HVAC guys, for electricians, for anyone whose business lives and dies by the phone. It completely levels the playing field for small, local businesses.
So that brings us to the final question. We've just seen proof that this works in one of the most chaotic, old-school industries out there. So it's not a question of if this kind of AI is going to spread. It's a question of where it's going next. If AI can build a storm-proof business for a roofer, what local business is about to be transformed next?